welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town. We're joined today by 6 of our 9 council people. Probably the lady who is most of your council person, Debbie Meehan from the 5th Ward of Colonia, Elizabeth DeJesus, Councilwoman at Large, Corey Spiller, 3rd Ward Councilman from Avenel and Port Reading, Nancy Drum, 1st Ward Councilwoman from Woodbridge and Seawarren, also the Council President, Councilman at Large Greg Ficarra, and 2nd Ward Councilman Rick Dolina, Fords, Hope Lawn, and Caseby. We are here tonight to congratulate and recognize the team. You have a team name? Where's the team now? Colonia Thunder. There, Colonia Thunder girls soccer team for winning the Inter-County Girls Soccer Championship for 2016. This is a 14 and under girls soccer team. So let's hear it for the team for winning the Inter-County Girls Soccer Championship. Let's hear it. Game 1, they beat South Mountain 1-0. Game 2, they beat Westfield 4-0. And the final game, they beat Scotch Plains 4-1. So Spiro out here somewhere, the guy I've known for a long, long time, ever since he had a restaurant right here on Main Street, which was great. I'm sorry it's not there anymore. It was wonderful food, great service, great atmosphere, but he moved on to bigger and better things. But he contacted me to say, can we honor the girls and recognize them? We said, absolutely. So we're going to call you up one at a time, and I'll ask somebody to say some words on behalf of the team. I'm not sure who that is yet, but seeing as how Spiro kind of coordinated this, it's only appropriate that we make his daughter the spokesman for the team. And if that doesn't work out, then I'll pick somebody at random. Okay, number 2, Skylar D. George, goalkeeper. Number 1, Alexa Kovacs, defender. Number 12, Marissa Ortega, forward. Congratulations. Number 5, Nicole Butka, defender, midfielder. Number 6, Cassidy Veltre, defender, midfielder, forward, not here. Number 8, Skylar Galvez, defender. Number 26, Christine Carroll, goalkeeper and midfielder. Congratulations. Number 7, Alexa Velati, midfielder. Right here. Number 4, Nicole Stadmiller, forward. Number 18, Olivia Figuera, midfielder, forward. Number 3, Lauren Savinsky, midfielder, forward. Number 11, Elena Kovacs, forward. Congratulations. Number 10, Emily Carson, midfielder. Number 9, Rennie Emily, defender. Number 27, Madison Maxell, defender. Number 15, Naomi Ayala, forward, midfielder. And we also have the coaches, Victor Figueria, head coach. Assistant coach, Bob Kovacs. Assistant coach, Joe DeGeorge. Assistant coach, Anthony Savarese. All right. And now I'm at a loss there because I don't know which one. Is your daughter on the team?
No.
Oh, I just assumed since you called me you had a daughter on the team.
No. The Colonia program is so good. My sons are both in the league.
Oh, okay.
And they did such a great job. All the inter-county teams made it into the playoffs.
Oh, from the league? Yeah.
From the league.
All right, good.
We all made it into the playoffs. They came out champions.
They're the only ones that won?
They're the ones that got first place. We got third place.
So the girls got first place,
yeah,
and the boys got third place.
The boys followed behind.
All right, let's hear that for the girls team. All right, since I assumed I was going to call someone with the last name Theologius, and there's nobody here, is there a designated captain or spokesperson for the team that would like to come up and say a few words?
Victor. Victor.
All right, you're going to make me pick somebody?
Pick somebody, man.
All right, you. Come here. Take the microphone. I want you to tell me about the team and about the season.
This on?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's only for the camera.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. This is my first season on the team, and we had a great season.
What ages are most of you? Are you all close to 14, or how many are you?
12.
12, and mostly 12, 13, or 14? Or 14 and under? Okay. Tell me about the team. Did you know these girls before? Did you play in another league together?
Some of them. I know some of them that are in my grade, and I got to meet new people,
Okay.
and they're very nice.
Okay.
And
So tell, what position do you play?
I play forward and midfield.
Okay. Tell me about the coaches.
Well, Victor I've known for quite a while, and for quite a time he's been calling me Laura, not Lauren. So
That's insulting.
he's not very good with names.
Not very good with names.
But he was a real good coach, and Coach Joe and Coach Bob, and
Why are they good coaches?
because they help you with the positions and like help you like on the field.
And they make you work hard,
Yeah,
but they let you have fun.
yeah.
All right, very good. Congratulations. Thank you. Coach, you want to come up and say anything? Any one of you guys? You're the head coach, so.
Well, to all the girls, they did an awesome job this year. Super proud of them. They all worked really hard. We had some tough times, but we all went through undefeated season. They did really good. I'm very proud. I'm going to miss them. A lot of them are going into high school, so they will be playing for Colonia High.
Okay.
So really good. We're starting a new season. I would say almost 70 to 80% of my girls are going to be in high school. So
Do all of you
very
think you're going to
proud.
play in high school? Is there, there's not freshman soccer, is there? JV soccer, right, okay. Do all of you think you're going to play? Going to try out? Yeah? All right. Very good, very good. All right, Coach, thanks for...
Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem, man, no problem.
for representing us.
Anytime the kids do something good, like win a tournament outside of Woodbridge, you always like to show them off. So, all right, Debbie, just from Debbie's your counsel. Let Debbie say a few words if you don't mind.
I just want to congratulate all the girls. You did a great job this year, and make sure you send me that picture so I can put you in the Colonia corner again. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the field. My son came up through the Colonia soccer program, and it's absolutely fantastic. George does a great job, and play good in Colonia High School. You guys are going to have a great time. Best of luck.
And we're also joined by Councilman Kyle Anderson, Councilman at large, so thank you, Kyle. All right, one more time, let's hear it for the girls.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our men and women in the military that fight for our freedom every day. Please be seated.
Notice requirements of the Open Public Meeting Law have been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Tribune published a notice, as did the Star Ledger, on December 18, 2015. A copy of the schedule is also posted on the municipal bulletin board, and it should be so noted in the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Anderson. Here. Councilwoman De Jesus.
Here.
Councilman Ficarra.
Here.
Councilman Major.
Here.
Councilwoman Meehan.
Here.
Councilman Small.
Here.
Councilman Spiller.
Here.
Vice President Galina.
Here.
And President Trump.
Here.
I have a motion that the meeting minutes from July 26th inclusive and August 2nd be approved as presented.
Make a motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Starting with second reading ordinances, the first is listed as letter A, which is a bond ordinance in the amount of $1.729,500,000 under the sewer utility. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and a public hearing be opened?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter A only. Seeing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public portion of this ordinance be read and be adopted, submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Make a motion. Second.
Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Under letter B, I'm going to take B and C actually as consent. These are amendments to Chapter 7 entitled Traffic. The first is for handicap parking on Emmett Street on the east side, and the second is for Pikeview Lane to add handicap parking. So if I can get a motion that the public hearing be taken up on second and third reading on B and C only.
Make a motion. Second.
Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on B and C. Seeing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, both ordinances be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Make a motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter D, we're going to we need to do some more work on it, so then entertain a motion to abandon letter D. Get a motion to abandon.
Make a motion. Second.
Any comments or questions from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Now to first reading ordinances E and F. Can I get a motion that both of these ordinances be passed on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on August 12, 2016, with notice of public hearing to be held on August 23, 2016 at 7 p.m.
Make a motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Now under resolutions, we have resolutions 1 through 30. Can I get a motion to approve 1 through 30 by consent?
Make a motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Madam President, before you move forward, Councilman Major would like to address the council at this time.
Councilman Major?
Thank you, Council President. A couple items on my agenda, and I know Mr. Landolfi is on vacation, and I don't see Scott there. So with Mr. Haggerty, perhaps he could just pass this along. A beautiful job done on the resurfacing and reconditioning of Ward Street. I think they did an absolute beautiful job. I just would like to find out when the seating will take place and the landscaping. We'll pass that along to the residents. One other issue, and this is something that we've had problems with from time to time, and Director Hubner, perhaps you could address this when you've had time to consider some of the options. And it's regarding the pickup of people from Metro Park in the area of Magnolia and Walnut and the building that's along Route 27. It becomes like a taxi stand, and at peak hours, double and triple park. Condition is unsafe. It's certainly a detriment not only to the residents, but to anybody that travels through that area during those peak rush hours. We've addressed it before, and when we stomped hard and issued tickets to all of the people, it subsided after a week or two of ticketing. I'm really requesting that we go out there and not only enforce it as hard as we can, but also consider putting specials there on a regular basis so that the people get the message and don't come back. Alternately, you may reach out to New Jersey Transit. The parking lot of that office building appears to be somewhat underutilized. Perhaps there's a way to think a little bit outside of the box, maybe lease the parking lot and make that a staging area so that it would be off the road and safe. Just like to put that out there for your consideration. Appreciate it. Thank you, Director. If I could beg your indulgence this evening, I do have an announcement. I have accepted a position at the Middlesex County Utility Authority. I will step down from the council effective immediately. This is bittersweet for me because I'm certainly excited about this new opportunity, but I'm sad to leave the council and the work that has become my passion. It has been my privilege and my pleasure to serve the constituents of the 4th Ward. The path has been challenging with a lot of twists, turns, obstacles, and even booby traps. But it's very satisfying to be able to help people to solve their problems and to make improvements in our community. 11 and a half years ago, I started this journey with my Vision 2020 campaign. During my initial months on the council, I visited all of the households in Island and Menlo Park Terrace that would open the door for me. I met the residents, I listened to their concerns, I developed a relationship where I could, and I had them complete a questionnaire that listed their priorities and their concerns. This information helped me to shape my vision. These goals and objectives served as my playbook while I was on the council. With the strong commitment from the mayor and the administration, we advanced many quality of life initiatives, such as the Oak Tree Road vision meetings and the 10-point plan, a crackdown on illegal and overcrowded housing, property maintenance, improvements to the Oak Tree Road parking and increasing the number of spaces. Oak Tree Road traffic study resulting in change of lanes and the lighting in the area, and significant resurfacing of literally miles and miles of streets in our neighborhood. I want to thank all my constituents. Your feedback, your communications, your encouragement has always been helpful to me. Your hospitality when I visited your houses were always appreciated. Just getting a cold glass of water in a hot summer day is a beautiful thing. I want to thank my colleagues on the council for their teamwork and their support. It's been a pleasure to serve with each of you. I'm going to miss you dearly. Additionally, I want to express my gratitude and acknowledge the advice and guidance from senior members of the council. Rick, that's you now.
I'm not a senior yet, though.
I'm senior chronologically.
Yes, thank you.
You got the time. Also, Jimmy Carroll, Brenda Velasco, Charlie Kenny, Pat Osborne, Carol Ehrlich, and my predecessor, Kevin Wirtz. Mr. Mitch, thank you so much for your assistance and for that of the clerk's office. You do an awesome job. I don't think anybody appreciates what the township clerk does, and they're particularly active with the council. Again, I appreciate it. And as a former 4th Ward councilman, your perspective was always right on. And Mr. Mayor, Mr. Landolfi, and directors, thank you for supporting my agenda and for being proactive, probably the most proactive and effective administration in the state. To all the employees that got out there and executed the solutions and helped me with responses to my emails, thank you very much. You made me look good. And finally, most important, I want to thank my wife, Carol, my sons, Bobby and Jimmy, especially Bobby, with helping me out with things around the house. You're putting up with me for all these years, adjusting your lives to make time for my schedule and my priorities. Now my new priority will be to achieve a decade of deferred maintenance around the house and to chip away at the honey-do list. And hopefully to spend some quality time with Bob in his HVAC business. I have some new fishing gear that I haven't used yet. I missed the spring striped bass run. I'm hoping to go out, catch a couple flukes soon, but mostly looking forward to going after the striped bass during the fall run. It's all good, but I'll miss you all. Thank you very much.
I would like to ask our council if they wanted to say a few words, and we could start with Councilman Ficarra with respect to Jim.
Thank you, Jim. It was a pleasure to serve these couple of terms with you. It was always interesting when we got into some technical things along the world of engineering that you provided light for a lot of us. You are a role model as a public servant, and I look forward to staying in contact. We'll be friends for a long time, I'm sure. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, and the scary part is the rookie is now the senior man.
Councilman Meehan, Councilwoman Meehan.
Yes, I would like to thank you for your guidance. I know we've shared a part of Island together, and anytime I got stuck, since you've been here for quite some time, it was always easy to call and talk to you, and you helped me out with so many things. And being a council person, as most of us know, isn't always that easy. We get a lot of rocks thrown at us sometimes, but we serve the public because it's in our heart, and I know you've done the best you can, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Councilwoman De Jesus.
Thank you. I just want to thank you because you've always been very open and willing to give me advice whenever I needed it. When I first started, you were very good about teaching me the ropes, and I want to thank you for sharing Carol with us. She's a lovely lady, and it's been a pleasure to have gotten to know you guys, and we will see you around town.
I will be here.
Jim, I echoed Councilwoman, all their sentiments. When I started on council, you were very approachable, very willing to mentor myself and the rest of us, and we really appreciated that. It means a lot to us, and it still means a lot to us. You have a lovely family. I noticed you didn't mention how hard Bobby worked putting the signs out for you during your campaign effort. I do recall how hard and how often you were out supporting your dad, so that's a wonderful relationship that you have, and so wish you the best.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you around. Councilman Zelina.
Thank you, Council President. First of all, Jim, I want to congratulate you on your new position. I know you're going to do a fine job over there. We've served quite a few years, obviously, on the council, and also got to serve when you were on the Board of Education, when you were on that side of the fence,
yes,
and we were up over here. And one thing is you were always ready to fight for your constituents, whether it was with the Board of Ed or with being a councilman in the 4th Ward. You're an outstanding public servant, and it's always going to be in your blood. You've always done what you always thought was right for your residents of the 4th Ward and also Woodbridge. And also, besides being a colleague on the council, we got to be friends outside of here, which is nice, and also with your family. I got to know your family very well. And I know we're still going to see you around. So congratulations and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Councilman Spiller.
Thank you, Council President. Councilman Major, Jim, I want to thank you for your guidance for the time that I've been on council. I know there's plenty of times that I called you for one question and it turned into where we talked about 15, 20 different things over a 30-minute period. Good luck in your future endeavors. I want to thank you, switching hats as fire official. You were an invaluable resource for the ward where I came into some problems, so over the last 11 and a half years. So once again, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Councilman Anderson.
Councilman Major, it's been 5 years now since I've been on the council, but growing up in Island, that was always my part of the town that was near and dear to me. And knowing that I'm on the Woodbridge side, I always felt that Island was in great hands, knowing that you were the council ward councilman. And your family served as a great first family. Carol was always had a warm smile and a pleasant kiss on your cheek when she greeted you. And you came down being a youth leader in Woodbridge Township. You were always there for the youth, whether it be the Giants or St. Cecilia's. You were down at all the games. You came to wish those kids good luck, and it was genuine when you were there. So thank you very much. You did a fine job, and you have big shoes to fill.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Small.
Thank you, Council President. Councilman Major, I know we've only been working together for 8 months, but I feel like I know you for a lifetime, going back to the Board of Ed days and as members of council. Anytime we did have a conversation, it was always positive and always looking out for the best interests of the community. And I thank you for your service and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Mayor McCormick.
Thank you, Council President. I'm not going to miss you, Jim, knowing more than we do. Every time there was an engineering issue, you have a lot of smart people over here, but you were on the same par as us, if not better, in a lot of areas based on your experience as an engineer, civil engineer, and you're always a great asset. I think when you hear the people in the public talk shortly, a lot of people of the 4th Ward here that I recognize, they're all going to say very nice things about you and your leadership of the 4th Ward. And I just want to assure everybody that Jim might be coming off the council, but he will have a role going forward with us. We have a lot of things we're doing. We need a lot of expertise. We have a lot of need for people who know what they're doing to help us. And just like Jimmy Carroll or Brenda Velasco have maintained, and Pat Osborne and Carol Orlick, they've all left the council over the last 10 years and all found a way to stay involved in the township government. I'm certainly hopeful that you will do the same thing and let us lean on your expertise going forward. Congratulations. It's been a pleasure to work with you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Mr. Mitch?
Thank you, Madam President. Mr. Major, first of all, thank you for the kind words of both myself and my staff. But what I would say, it works both ways. I don't think people realize this is just not a Tuesday night commitment, and there's nobody up here who will deny. We communicate 7 days a week. So the time that you put in, especially representing the 4th Ward, I know twice removed from what I did, but you've done an excellent job. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Legal Department?
I'm not going to speak as the legal department. I'm going to speak, rarely do I step out and speak as an assemblyman, but I'm going to do that tonight, Jim, because, you know, in that capacity I have the chance to interact with 31 distinguished and talented people across the 19th Legislative District, but none of them is more dedicated or more sincere or more committed to their communities than you have been. You have an extraordinary record of demonstrated commitment to this community from the time you were on PTOs to the time you served on the Board of Ed till tonight. But what has really been special has been the opportunity to get to know Jim Major, the man, and to get to know your terrific family. And I know how much your family means to you. That is the essence of what you do and the reason you do most of the things that you do, I suspect. I think people, when we talk about somebody being sincere and dedicated, committed, we forget that Jim Major can also be a hell of a lot of fun. All right, so most everybody doesn't get to see it, but he talks about it a lot. He talks about going to concerts and hanging out with his sons. He talks about, you know, I've seen him at barbecues out of off the stage. And for those of us who have gotten to see that, we know what a special guy you really are. And so I will miss you personally. You have made a difference in this community. I know how proud your family must be for you, but Woodbridge's loss is Middlesex County's gain. And so good luck and thank you, and I know you'll do us all proud. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Mr. Nolan?
Thank you. Can't be left out here. You know, it's been a pleasure. We spent a lot of time together, both in and out of town hall. Your family, got to know your family very well. You spend so much time with them. You bring them to everything. Carol, we see it at so many things, and I've gotten to know Bobby pretty well. I knew Jimmy from before, but you know, Craig hit it on the head that you're a great family man, and you embrace your family, and I think you embrace your ward with that same passion that you have for your family. And your ward's going to miss you. Maybe your family will get to see you some more, but we're certainly going to miss you, and I hope to see you around town and wish you the best.
Thank you.
Before we go into the public portion of the meeting, I just wanted to make an announcement. If anybody is here with any energy aggregation questions, the energy company is upstairs on the 3rd floor in the mayor's conference room with our chief of staff to answer any questions that you may have with regard to the energy aggregation. Now we will go into the public portion of the meeting. If you wish to make any comments, one at a time, proceed to the microphone, and the limit is 5 minutes. Announce your name and where you live, too.
That's it. Good evening, Council President Gerard Trabalka. Hope on here. Okay. Under the Administration and Finance over here tonight, you got change order number 1 on contract with T&M Associates for WCC closure plan modification and foundation design. What's that for?
Which one is that, Mr. Trabalka?
It's on the...
28?
Yeah.
We have, I believe, if I'm saying this correctly, 28, T&M Associates for Professional Engineering Services for Woodbridge Community Center proposed sign.
What's closure plan modification?
Is that the, I just want to make sure we're speaking to the correct one.
Yeah, that's what it says here. It's on 2nd page or whatever.
Yeah, 2nd page.
Yeah.
We needed to hire the services of an engineer to be able to study the area, and there's it's a huge sign, so they need to figure out what to do with the land, build a foundation, and there was a study that needed to be done to figure out how they were going to do
So
that.
this dates back to the building of it then? Back?
No, it dates to the sign that we purchased to put out.
Oh,
in
that one
front of
there.
the
Okay, it's not with the
community.
building, it's just for the sign on there. In the front, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what else here we got. That's good over there. Oop, that's not with there. Where is that there? No. Where is that? It should be right there. There it is. Pretty good. Okay, the parking problem solved in the
Excuse
fourth.
me,
I think
Mr. Tabaka.
Huh?
Excuse me, please shut the music off.
What's that?
Please shut the music off.
You don't like Kate Smith?
It's distracting, and I can't really hear what you're saying, and I would prefer not to have the music.
I'm standing right here, though.
Mr.
It's Kate
Tabaka,
Smith. Turn the music off.
Can you please turn the
You
music
sure now?
off?
You don't like Kate Smith?
Mr. Tabaka, can you please turn the music
All right, I'll
off?
shut it off right now.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll play it later on. I'll send you the WAV file on there. I emailed Council Delina about that parking problem. You were with the mayor walking up and down New Brunswick Avenue, I think you said you were. And you got Oregon Avenue over there. Are you familiar with Oregon
Talking
Avenue?
about Fords?
Yeah, Forge, yeah.
Yes, I'm familiar with it, yes.
Yeah. I suggested that you make that parking over there and either run a small jitney and stuff like that going back and forth, to the businesses over there. You could pit 30, 40 of the cars back there, no problem. And it would be good for the people, and it would be good for the businesses and stuff like that, rather than having them all crowded into that one area over there. So just take that into consideration, okay? All right. The Civil War reenactment was pretty cool over there. They were shooting each other. The mayor was there dodging bullets too, over there and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. And the South ran over the North over there. The North lost, but they were routed. But maybe next year the North will win on that. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, this decorum debacle. When does that start? I mean, it starts in next one or what? 21 days?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just get some little parameters over here. Now, ready. Can I say the word caca?
Why would you say that?
I'm just trying to get some things here. I can't say Mayor Poopy Head.
No, that's
No.
not appropriate.
That's
No.
not appropriate. Okay. A crock of shoot.
I don't know where you're going with this, Mr. Tabaka.
Well, I'm just
but
trying to say,
it's
that
a little silly.
silly. I mean, that's what the law is. The law is silly on here, and
That's your opinion.
well, that's what I could have. And emotions and stuff like that. You're not allowed to raise your voice or anything like that here. Anything? Come on. I mean, this is a place where people go. You're going to have people standing before you as mindless automatons and.
I didn't say that people couldn't raise their voice.
Oh, well, I mean, according to this law, I mean, you have people ranting and stuff like that, and if they're raising their voice, by your guidelines, you're saying they're ranting. So, I mean, what's going on?
Mr. Tabaka,
Hold on one second.
Not to cut you off, but
Mr. Delina?
we expect people to come here and be respectful and be civilized. So that's what we're looking for. When someone starts yelling, and there's no reason for it, yeah, sure, we're going to be asked to please tone it down a little bit, or watch your language like any other meeting that you would be attending.
What was this country built on? This country was built
Mr.
on
Tabaka,
emotion. It was
Mr.
built on
Tabaka.
fervor.
So you have to be respectful.
Mr.
Respect?
Tabaka, excuse me. Is there anything else that you have
Yeah,
for us
hi.
tonight?
On the thing, on the Rummy Cop cover-up or whatever that's been going on.
We're not going to talk about that.
Are you starting early
because
or
you're
what?
making assumptions and your time is up.
Okay, you're starting early.
Anyone else wanted
Thank
to
you very
make some
much.
comments? If you can go to the microphone. State your name and where you live. And you have 5 minutes.
Hi, Kevin B. Williams, Island, 4th Ward. No distracting music, no gum. Jim Major, terrific guy. Even before you, Councilman, I had the pleasure of knowing you. Carol, thank you so much for sharing him with the rest of us, very unselfishly. My experience with Jim has been terrific, not just as a friend, but as a councilman. The number of projects he's completed, the number of times I'd phone him or send him a text, he always got back to me. I can't thank you enough, Jim, as a taxpaying resident of the 4th Ward. Awesome. Sorry to lose you. But I'm sure things will work out, they always say. But thank you. Great job. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to speak? Okay.
Good evening, Tom Maris, Forge, New Jersey. I'd like to just second the emotions of the gentleman who was just here and thank Jim Major for his years of service. Been 9 years coming here, I believe, watching you in action, and have enjoyed your efforts, service to the community, and I wish you all the best and thank you for your service.
Thank you.
This is a question for the council president, and I don't really need an answer from anybody else. As we've discussed before, I'd like to know what you know, since it's on your agenda, about where we stand with the C. Warren Dog Park. Specifically, in your 2.5 years of office, what do you know about the DEP regulations that we were found to be in violation, we the township? Where do we stand in getting into compliance, and how much money have we spent during your time in office? I know what was prior, also know what during, but I'd like to know what your understanding is, where we stand with that park, how much money we spent, and how much has really been done.
I have a meeting set with Mr. Landolfi. He's on vacation, and I will be happy to have answers for you within the next few meetings.
Do you know how many times you've said that to me?
No, I don't. Because
I do,
you asked the
because I have it on
question
record.
a while ago, and then we didn't
Months
hear
ago.
from you. You never followed up.
Yes, I have.
So
All right, well,
I'll
we
do
will.
my best to get you that information, Mr.
Thank you.
Rep.
I'd like-
Can you just repeat exactly what you want?
Very specific, yes. I'd like to know the amount of money that was spent. Are we yet to be in compliance with the DEP because we're in violation? We put the park there illegally. Are we going to be in compliance, and if so, when? And how much money have we spent?
Okay.
Precisely in the last 10 years, because that takes in the whole park. So since you are listed as the person and you are council president, I'd like to know exactly what we spent throughout the whole marina area, inclusive of the dog park. Okay? Thank you.
Anything else?
Yes, another question. As we know, we passed the second reading of the ordinance on decorum. Who authorized that expenditure? Who on the council authorized someone from the administration to contract the Nolan firm to draft that?
Who authorized it?
Yeah. Nobody just went and did it?
There was a need to address the decorum of the council meetings, so we
Well,
had
who
that.
told somebody to do it is what I'm asking.
I don't know.
So we just go and spend money, the council doesn't know about it, what you're telling me.
If something needs to be done, we go to the professional and we get it done.
Who's we go to what? I'm looking for the chain of command. Did it come from the council to the administration to go to Mr. Nolan? Or did you specifically ask Mr. Nolan to draft it? You don't know?
I did not.
You don't know what the expenditure was?
No.
Okay. Are you also familiar with Robert's Rules of Order?
Yes.
Are you well versed in it?
No.
Well, since it's part of your ordinance, I suggest that you might want to bone up on
I
it.
will. Just for you.
Thank you. Well, actually, in your position, since you're going to be doing it, I would suggest you do it for your office and for this township, not just for me.
I do a lot for the township.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And
Appreciate
I
your
am
service.
familiar with what should be the decorum of the meeting. So
I'm familiar with Robert's
if you
rules.
want to judge me and you
I'm
want
not.
to
I'm not making a
decriminalize
judgment.
me,
I'm just saying
that's fine.
it should be good that you do that.
Okay, I will.
And on the Woodbridge Township Energy Aggregation Program, my only question is I don't need to go upstairs. I noticed that there's flyers going out that have the township logo on them, telling people that if they do not specifically opt out of that, they're in it. What point of law does that cover? I mean, how do you make somebody, you don't even know if they get the mail, you didn't send it out certified, but if they don't opt out within 30 days, they're automatically in it? Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else?
Good evening, everybody. Jawad Tari, Woodbridge. I just want to compliment Mr. Major. I've been coming to these meetings for many, many years. We go back since McGreevy days. I believe school board. We're not just going to, Mr. Major, we're proud of you. We're not just proud of you what you did for this township. You're a gentleman, class gentleman. That's your family. But again, what you did from the beginning, what you did for this town, the public. You're some classy guy. Not just for schools, also for council people. You're the one man I would say in the old days, never got to your head with your accomplishment. We have a lot of people, and we need more people like you. Whatever you do, we know you succeed because people do love you. As humble you are, we know over the years. Some people might not know it, but I know it. So we're going to miss you, and God bless you. Whatever you do fine. Yesterday we got a lot of mail. I talk about Tri Eagle Energy. And the gal, again, came to me, 5, 6 things I thought just a garbage mail. And I tried to throw it away. I said, let me keep one, just see what's going on. And today, my clients start coming in and start talking about this energy that we're in. If we don't call them back, we're automatically in. What's confusing to me over the years with the direct energy and whatever the other one is, they will come to us, explain to us, do you want to sign in or you want to sign out? And from my past experience, when I talk to us, I know we're going to take care of it. But I experienced that one of my tenants was an older lady, bought a house in 1980, and 3 years ago she passed away, and I started to get water bills. And I'm getting this water bill that she was paying, and it's twice as much what other houses are. Then I realized that she was paying for a water meter twice as much because they said that she's got an 1.5 inch water meter in her house. I call a water company, and they say, yeah, she got 1.5 inch water meter. So what's 1.5 inch water meter? They're all the same. I look at the other ones, 3/4 inch pipe, they're all the same. Well, we got to send something to look at it. Came to look at it. Sure enough, it's 3/4 inch water meter. So I got my $600-some back because they overcharged me over the month. So, what I'm saying here, how many people do not know what they get into it because they're not going to respond to it? And if you don't catch what's going on, we don't know what's going to happen next month, next year with those people. Legal way to do it, in my book, would be go to the people, explain them what's all about it, and of course they get somebody advice for somebody else, and then you can sign in and out. But after 1 year, if they can guarantee us and everybody else, we will keep a rate before public service for every year, then I could see objection. From my experience, 1 year is low, and next year they get you. How many people are just going to help with it and stay in, and of course they're going to bill in public service. So I think it's very unprofessional. I do want to congratulate the Tri Eagle Energy on their part. You know how much money they're saving by not sending people, employees, try to solicit their customers? They're doing great. Are we going to do good? The rest of that, we just don't know. So I think it shouldn't be done like that because a lot of people will get suckered in. It's easy if they don't respond to it. A lot of people don't even know what's all about it. Personally, you got to do something else because to make people aware, it shouldn't be done like that. It's definitely something wrong with the system. Thank you very much.
My name is Mukesh Kashkawala. Been living in Woodbridge Township, particularly in Eastland, more than 24 years. First of all, I thank Woodbridge Township and particularly Mayor, Ms. Mayor, and Jim Major been knowing, Mitch been knowing, or Nolan, we've been knowing each other more than 20 years. So first of all, I'm so grateful to the township that both the kids they raise here in Woodbridge Township and they are serving the country. One is it is in U.S. Air Force, other one is in Department of Justice. So I thank all the council person and the municipal people, Jim Major particularly. You become a bridge between our community and the township. And we appreciate as an Indian community your support and great work to the community. While you are going from here, I need your guidance, so don't disappear. We always need you because you are always a bridge between the township and the Indian community, particularly Mr. Mayor. So I request you, don't disappear. Whenever we need, we come to you, and we need your guidance. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sir, would you mind if she went before you? Thank you.
My name is Norma Ricco. I've been a resident in Island for 45 years. Raised 2 children. They have left. They've gone on. My husband passed away. Thanks to Jim and Carol and Bob, I have never been alone. And I thank you. You may not be my councilman, but you will forever be my friend. And I'm always going to be throwing you kisses. Thank you very much.
Neil Shaw, 4th Ward, Island, New Jersey. I've grown up in Island. I wasn't born there, but I went through all the school systems, starting elementary, middle, and high school, JFK alumni. And I can tell, Jim, thank you for everything. You've been such a support for the education system at JFK. I've seen you around. You've also been a great liaison with the South Asian community, which I'm part of. I'm the chairman of the Young Entrepreneurial Society, trying to raise awareness with the young South Asians and other folks that get involved in the community. So thank you for everything, and thank you for the support. Best of luck in the future. Thank you.
My name is Mahesh Shah. I live in Colonia and I have a business in Oak Tree Road in East Lane. Since at least 9 to 10 years, Jim has been really part of East Lane business community. He has been really big force. He had a vision. He has a vision. We discussed the vision about Oak Tree Road many times. And Jim, you have to stay involved with us to finish the work we started 8-9 years ago. Jim is really truly a public servant, because I must have called him few times, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and many times we call him at 9 o'clock and he come and meet us at 9:30 on Oak Tree Road or meet us next day. So really, Jim, appreciate your help, appreciate your support, and you are really a true champion for the community. Thank you.
Are there any other comments from the public? Madam President?
Oh, we have one second.
Satish Pundia. I'm actually from Edison, but spend a lot of time here in Island. And Councilman, I just want to thank you for everything that you have done for the community in Island, all the residents in Island. There are youth here, there are seniors here, there are business owners here, all of whom are grateful for everything that you've done. There was really never any problem that was too small for you. There was never any challenge that was too great for you. You stood with every resident. Your Facebook posts, you're on every event, I think. I don't know how you kept the hours. Your family must be very, very kind to you. But we do, from our bottom of our hearts, want to thank you for your service. You meant a lot to us, your family. So I just wanted to thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm sorry, I'm the last one probably. Dan Harris, Colonium, New Jersey. Jim, I didn't want to miss the opportunity to publicly thank you for not only your mentorship of me, but also being a great public servant. You and I, before I was on the school board, you and I worked on some municipal projects, and then as a school board member, you and I constantly talked about, a lot of different little things, Island Middle School, any of our elementary schools, and anytime you saw something wrong at JFK, you were always quick to pick up the phone or email me. So it's a pleasure working with you. I hope I was just as good a partner as you were to me. So thank you very much. And then to the council, I want to thank you for agenda item, I believe it was number 24, the continuation of the shared service agreement with the school district with the grant writer. I'm sure Mr. Small was the brains behind that, as he was with us at the school board level before moving on up. So thank you again. We look forward to the continued partnership. Thank you.
Again, seeing nobody else going to the microphone, Madam President, I would entertain a motion. Mr. Major has resigned immediately, so I'd entertain a 2-minute recess so that he can collect his items.
Motion? Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed?
We're going to reconvene the meeting. We'll go into the agenda portion of our meeting, and I'll start with just 2 announcements that the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce is hosting the 17th Annual Mayor's Breakfast Summit on Thursday, September 15th at the Colonia Country Club. And if you need to sign up for that, you can call the Chamber at 732-636-4040. And that the Chamber will be hosting a networking event at Bahama Breeze on August 24th from 5:30 to 7:30. That's all I have. Councilman Delina?
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order.
Councilman Anderson?
Council President, my agenda is in order. I just want to wish all of the Pop Warner programs luck this year. They started their season. Thank you.
Councilman Ficarra?
Yes, Council President, just quickly, we're coming close to the deadline for registration for the Senior Olympics. The Olympics are September 9th, 10th, and 11th. Woodbridge residents can pay $5 and sign up to 4 sporting events, but that deadline is August the 26th, so I just wanted to make you aware of that.
Okay,
all right, and that's all I have for this evening. Thank you.
Councilwoman Meehan?
Sorry, I had to get my notes back from Jim. He took them. I just have one announcement tonight. Just to hold the date, our 9/11 memorial service will be Friday, September 9th at 6 p.m. In front of Woodbridge Town Municipal Building. We hope everybody could come out. This year we are going to honor our police department and our first responders. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you. Councilwoman De Jesus?
Thank you, Council President. I just have one thing on my agenda, and it's a new item, M&T Bank Loan Subsidy Program. So the M&T Bank is pleased to announce the rollout of its loan subsidy program that can provide current or prospective homeowners up to $18,750 in closing cost assistance. Depending on the loan program borrowers selected or the program borrowers qualify for, up to 3% of the purchase price of the home can be used for a down payment, and the remainder of the funds can be used to cover closing costs such as attorney fees, title insurance, escrows, prepaids, discount points, appraisal fees, etc. To be eligible for the program, the subject property must be located in a census tract whose population is 50% African American and or Hispanic. There are no income limits, and the borrower themselves do not need to be Black or Hispanic. Funds for these programs are limited, so please reach out to Bob Carroza at M&T Bank, 732-476-6061, or you can contact me and I'll forward you the information. Again, this program is open to everyone, not just Hispanic or African Americans. You just have to live in an area where the census tract, the population is 50% Hispanic or African American. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Councilman Spiller?
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. Just I want to say thank you to Director Hubner and the Police Administration. I've been getting some complaints. I saw it firsthand the last 2 weeks. Tractor trailers driving on Avenel Street. So traffic went out, ensured the signage was proper, and now we'll move on to the enforcement. So thank you very much.
Councilman Small?
Thank you, Madam President. My agenda is in order.
Mr. Mitch?
Madam President, under number 1, letters A through E, you can take notice of letter C, which I'm noting tonight that transfer is not going to go through. I'll also make mention that I also added letter E, so that you're aware we should be getting a Tilted Kilt chain restaurant here in town in the next couple of months. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are standard, as is 8. I just want to add that now that Mr. Major has submitted his resignation last week to my office and to the Democratic Party because he's an elected Democratic official, by law, their county committee needed to convene and recommend 3 names to replace him, and that person, should council choose, will serve until this November, where that position will be on the ballot for the unexpired term until the following December 31st. So with that said, the chairman of the Democratic Party has submitted 3 names, which I'll present to you at this point. They are Janice Kastner, Daniel Osborne, and Bhabja Patel. And those 3 names are presented to you at this time for consideration. So if council is inclined, I would entertain a motion to fill that vacancy at this point.
Make a motion?
Second.
Putting forth a name, please.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I thought you needed a motion to...
I would entertain a motion to appoint one of these 3 individuals if you're so inclined to select one.
I make a motion that Mr. Patel.
I got a motion to appoint Mr. Patel to fill the vacancy. Do I have a second?
Second.
And a second. Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. So Mr. Patel has been appointed to serve the vacancy in the 4th Ward. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mayor John McCormick.
Thank you, Council President. Congratulations, Vera. We look forward to working with you for the next several months and hopefully beyond that. A couple of items. We have an amendment to our shared service agreement with the fire districts. As you know, they use our communication system. We have to make a couple of tweaks to the agreement to help them with the way they budget. That's before you for next meeting. We have a change order with T&M, unrelated to the one from tonight, but they have to do some work on the closure plan for the landfill. As you know, that for the community center, which, as you know, is built on a landfill. Third, we have a state contract purchase of fiber optics expansion. That relates to the Turnpike Authority giving us approval to cross their road at the Main Street Bridge crossing, the Woodbridge Avenue Bridge crossing, and the Ford Avenue Bridge crossing. Mr. Asalda spent months and months trying to negotiate that deal with the Turnpike. He did a phenomenal job, finally got it done, and now we can actually improve the service to our municipal buildings and our schools by being able to cross those roads through the existing tunnels or tubes or whatever. Sir? Conduits, that's a good word. And lastly, standard tax overpayments and cancellation of tax sale certificates. Thank you, Council President.
Director Hubner.
Thank you, Council President. In addition to 3 handicap parking spaces, one on Star Street in Islin, one on Walter Drive here on Woodbridge, and one on Demorest Avenue in Avenel. Thank you.
I don't have anything tonight. Thank you, Council President.
Nothing this evening. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you, Council President. In addition to our standard biweekly refund resolutions, as I know you're aware, we have reached a settlement in our housing litigation, and we've been through many iterations of plans and resolutions and ordinances, and I have a final round that we'll be putting forth to you, literally just to ensure that all the language changes that the court master wants are in all the documents. So you should see that by the end of the week or next week for your action at the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Council President. I have a resolution authorizing the execution of final quantity change order for the Berkeley Avenue storm sewer extension. I have an agreement with the Avenel Knights of Columbus for paving services and our normal bond releases. Thank you.
Second.
So moved.